So, let me tell you about this look we got going on today. So today, we are going to do something I thought of a couple months back, when it was Halloween, and my life's been pretty crazy since then, so here we are. Today we are going to do the LoveChild of Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. I feel like this is going to be fun. It's been one of my favorite movies since I was a little kid. And I just watched that thing on Netflix about the holiday movies that made us. And it was all behind the scenes of Jack and Sally and all that stuff. And it kind of really inspired me to kind of like really full force go for this. So like imagine if they had a baby and kind of what it would be. Like skeletal tissue and not stitches per se, but you'll see. I'm excited. So I hope you're excited too.
Ooh, she's in my mouth.
This is a mask that is, it's called Glam Straight Gold Foil Face Mask.
Cannabis sativa oil.
SF, it's vegan. Calm, hydrate, tighten, glow, blah, blah, blah. I just shaved, so I would definitely want to feel like I got
some nice supple skin before I put on all this makeup.
But the rest that's in here, I never like wasting that. I think a lot of people just like put it on and they're like, oh.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw this wrapper away.
No.
As you can see, they don't give like a beard one, you know? Maybe I'll patent that someday. Little beard mask, yes. Non-beard mask, I shaved. Okay, so I'm taking the rest of that that's in here, because there's a lot of liquid and stuff in here. And I'm getting it.
Out of the package. And I'm not gonna go crazy.
If there's a little bit in there, whatever. But I'm just gonna tip a little bit of that. Oh, right here on my beard, and this is dark a bit nuts.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put a little bit right there.
Even on these little edges, that stuff is not, you know, cooperating, but it's on your skins. Yeah, so it works good, okay? I'm gonna be keeping that on a good, like, 5-10 minutes, and then I'm going to take that off, wipe it off. I'm not gonna wash it off with water. I definitely want to feel that, like, moisture and hydrating glow for everything else. But I'm gonna start talking while this is on, okay? See you soon. So first things first, I'm going to, that is such a cliche.
First things first.
Firstly, I shall start with one of these things, put it on my head, maybe duct tape it, make sure it stays in place, but I have to put on a special little headpiece situation and glue that on my head. And then I have to block out my brows. And you can see how to block out
my brows.
how I block out my brows. In my other videos. I'm just going to do that really quick, and I will see you guys in a minute. Boom, we're back. So I got everything all glued down. I used Spirit Gum adhesive. I just put one layer on there, let it dry a little bit, put another layer on there, let it dry for a couple, you know, seconds or whatever time is, and then I put it on there, held it, kept going, and it's on there. Now I'm gonna put in some contacts. I want to make sure I put those in before I get all crazy with stuff going in my eyes. I'm gonna do that right now. Voila! These are the TTDI contacts. I used those in my previous video. The other ones were violet. These are a little bit more white. Something you will notice with some contacts, especially when they're like crazy colored contacts, it might look like you're a little cross-eyed sometimes, but then you can just be like, let me move it over a little bit. So when I bought this headpiece, it was just like the brain. It was like a little bit of some blood spillage and stuff like that. But it wasn't blue. It was more flesh colored. But I made it a little bit more blue and like graffiti-ish, splattery effect because it's going to match the costume I'm wearing with it. So I've had this for a really long time in my makeup collection. It's actually a lipstick. It's called True Matte Lipstick. It says, I think I got this from like Dollar General. But it's called Where's Nemo? And I don't know what brand it is or anything. Broadway Colors, it says on the inside. That's a little weird, it says on the inside and not the outside. But yeah, so I have a little bit of this left. I've used this in the past on other looks. But I'm like really excited to use this as like a whole foundation for this whole thing. So let's get this laid down.
My compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer to where.
Wanted to get a good base down before I did any primer, because I want to go on it again and do like another double coat to make sure all this brow is kind of like invisible. So I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite things on the planet. It is the MAC Prep and Prime. I like it because it's like this little squirt situation. You just move it over.
You can kind of spray it everywhere. And it smells really good.
Feels really good. I like it because it's more of like a 2-in-1.
With this, I really do feel the effect of it prepping my skin. It smells really good. It feels really nice and supple. Makes it a little bit more dewy, where I can go ahead and blend my foundation a little bit better. But what I like about it more afterwards, it just makes you feel more refreshed. It doesn't make you feel like you're
Drowning in 5 layers of makeup, so it's great.
I was from home, feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders.
I wet down my beauty blender, and I picked a blue one just because I don't want to use one of my like white ones, and then later I'm like, oh no, I forgot there was blue inside this, and I'm doing natural skin makeup.
No!
All right, I got a nice base kind of laid down. I did have to use a little bit more of my finger.
So like a fingering technique, and yeah.
So I did that.
Now I'm gonna do sort of some highlights and stuff with this little guy that is a liquid concealer, but it's a color corrector. It's usually for like acneic skin that has like red, inflamed little bumpy bumps and all that stuff.
Which I am from time to time.
But today, yeah, it's kind of like a pistachio kind of color, and I thought it would go really good as like a highlight under here, under the eye, the forehead, here, all that good stuff. So really excited. Now it's time for a little baking. We gotta set all this crazy foundation. I'm using Airspun. Alright, since everything's baked for a little bit, we are going to brush everything off. Just making sure there's no excess powder. Making sure everything's nice and set for us. Now I'm going to start working on the eyes. I'm going to use the Thank Me Later primer on there first. Get that all nice and blended out. And then I'm going to start contouring a little bit my eye shape to make a huge cartoony kind of eye.
Prepare to die.
Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner, and it is in the color violet.
Welcome to a whole new world. Your planet is now under Mid-Ranger's control. Humanity will be exterminated. If you hear this message, do not try to leave. Do not try to fight. Do not try to resist. You will be eliminated.
I got the lay of the land plotted out here. I put a little bit of an underline over here. I was starting to run out of it right here, but I got at least where I'm wanting that dark to pop planted. Seed. grow.
Photosynthesis.
Now I'm taking a small, tiny little brush here, and I'm just gonna keep going in and getting everything nice and blend out all those edges, and we're gonna set it with some powder here in a minute.
Prepare to die.
Caliente Artist Couture palette. Just got this in my BoxyCharm last month. We're gonna use this really hot pink color here. I'm gonna load it on this big...
Ooh, that's really nice and pretty.
I'm gonna load it on this really big blush brush here. And what I'm gonna do is target this in the whole eye socket here. I want a lot of gradient of color in this area because I really want to give that sunken in kind of eye look that I feel like a skeleton would kind of have. Jack, Shally, kind of together.
You know what I mean?
Prepare to die.
Spun here.
Welcome to a whole new world. Your planet is now under Midranger's control. Humanity will be exterminated. If you hear this message, do not try to leave. Do not try to...
Now I'm going to take a Moxie Lash makeup remover stick for the lashes, but I'm not going to do it on my lashes. I'm just going to use it because it has a really fine point on it, and it's going to be able to carve out where I want to put my white back into the eye. I do love that it has a beautiful gradient of like a hot pink to a beautiful plum to a beautiful kind of bruised kind of effect to it. But I am going to go in and clean a really nice line here. Alright, I took off all the excess that was in there for when I put my white on there. It's going to pop really, really nice. So we're going to move on to using some...
Where are you at? I do this every time.
Drug Lord, Jeffree Star, use it.
Prepare to die.
small brush here. I'm going to use the Blue Monday color in the Blue Blood palette, Jeffree Star.
Prepare to die. Prepare to die.
Now I'm taking this brush and I'm just gonna buff everything out, make sure everything gets all nice and cleaned up here, and I'll clean up a little bit of that white in there too. Alright, so I put a little bit of some cream eyeliner here, and it is Wink Eye Pencil, Butter London. I put that underneath here first, and then I set it with some Sugar Pill Cupcake. I think it's Butter Cupcake. And this is one of my favorites. You've seen me use this in my other videos, and it's my favorite. Clam.
Clamshell, clamshell.
I'm knocking the clamshell.
Eyeliner.
Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is the Jet Waterproof Cream color, and it's in this little pot.
Pot. Mrs. Potts.
I have all the black laid down where I need it. Very much so loving the eye shape that's going on here. I'm going to do a little bit of a flick of some white over here just to get that a little bit more chiseled. I'm using NYX Professional Makeup. It's a white eyeliner. So daring. White eyeliner.
Here we go.
We make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist.
Now we're going to be moving into some contouring. I'm going to be using a lot of like royal blues, maybe some purples. But I have this little pink from the eye socket area that's left over. And I'm going to take one of these guys. I haven't used this on my channel yet. Super kind of excited for this guy.
If I say excited one more time.
But yeah, so my dad actually got this in a beard trimming kit. And I'm going to use this little shaper situation to give me a perfect little chisel. So
Check it out.
Outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Make a wish.
everything kind of buffed out here, taking a little bit of that excess clown white on that little powder puff. And we're just gonna make sure
everything's all nice and chiseled.
Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist.
I'm gonna darken everything else up. I got the undertone kind of laid of what I want it to kind of look like. I got a little bit more of a pinky, purpley kind of effect going through here. And now we're gonna kind of blend everything together with this Sugar Pill After Party.
Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Make a wish. Make a wish.
Great lash mascara on my eyeballs. What I love most about having lots of eyeliner, you can even put it here. It don't matter, you won't see it, it's as if it was clear.
So I'm loving how everything's coming along so far. I do want to do some connecting value from this to this, and I thought of a really good idea. So I got a whole pack of these from Amazonia, and it was like a whole sizing kit. So the ones I'm not gonna like go up to, which is like a 0, 00, you know, that kind of thing, I'm going to spirit gum those to this area and have a little bit of a spiky Hellraiser-y kind of effect. And I think it's gonna kind of mesh this to this and make it a little bit more seamless.
Before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home.
So that wasn't working.
I think it was the fact that I did like lipstick as the foundation. I think it's a lot of cream, so I think it's not letting the spirit gum stick as much as it could. I guess I could clean that area, but I don't want to risk like bringing up any of that brow or anything, so I'm just going to use super glue, use a little nail polish remover to remove it, and you'll be fine. I got a couple on there. I am going to stop on that for just right now. But I did make these little guys right here. They're hot glue. I had them dripping down a really cold bowl that I put in the freezer so they would dry really fast. But it's supposed to mimic like a little bit of like a blood drip. I'm going to connect it to these guys to make it a little bit more seamless here. I wanted to do that now because I didn't want to like accidentally put one of these little spikes in an area where I wanted blood dripping. So I'm going to do that right now. We're getting down to finishing touches and stuff like that on the face area. I got some spikes going on here. I got a little bit of a bolt looking kind of situation. It was a Veda Rinseless Refresh. Amazing, like opposite of dry shampoo, but like still kind of does the same thing as a dry shampoo, but it's more of like you can blow dry it in. It's fantastic. Anyway, it used to be that. Now it is white acrylic paint mixed with water. And I like the spray bottle on this because it will spray and give a little bit of a graffiti effect, which is kind of what I have here too. And I think that's going to help draw everything together a little bit more too. It gave a little bit more of a speckly effect.
Speckle, 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 spot. Where can you find my spot?
My spot is right here.
Unicorn Skin Cosmetics. Unicorn Skin Cosmetics, and they are beautiful. I believe this is the style Acid Betty Classic. And it's like really super duper pretty. So they're paper. I've used them before, but I'm really, really excited about this. I might have to do something with the blood that I got dripping there, but we'll figure it out as we go. Unicorn lashes are on. Loving them. I put them on with a little eyelash duo. And it looks just like this. And I just put it on there. It dries clear, so that's why it's one of my favorites. Now it's time for lips. Those lips were such a journey. I finally got to a shape that I kind of like. I used probably like 45 different products.
Whatever.
But we're finally to the point where I have a beautiful cartoony kind of result, which is what I was going for. Hey, baby. Girl, I know I got the Bermuda Triangle on my lips. Don't be worried about it. Goes good for the look, okay? Now it's time to get in the fit, put on some nailies, get a little bit more of some bluey, hand painty kind of things going on my skin before it all blends together. And we're about to be there. Thank you guys. I hope you had a wonderful time watching my new video, and I'll be seeing you really shortly. Love ya. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, said, oh Lord Jesus is a fire. Said, oh Lord Jesus is a fire. Said, oh Lord Jesus, 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 Jesus. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.